Hello and welcome back to Below Average, the series where we take a random historical crossword and try to solve it faster than our average for that day. We destroyed a Monday in the previous episode. We were actually only 16 seconds slower than our personal best. We solved it in 5 minutes and 4 seconds. And now we're on to a Tuesday. In our last streak, we failed miserably on the Tuesday puzzle, so let's hope that that trend does not continue. Let's go ahead and pick our random Tuesday. And we're looking at September 27th of 2016. 2016, September 27th. Here we go. All right, time to beat is 15 minutes and 7 seconds. Let's go ahead and get it started. Recuperative word ladder ending at 73 across. Okay, so word ladder, one letter is going to be different between all of these. Thomas Jefferson, right? Like Tom, maybe? It's like Thomas S. Jefferson or something. Fly, there's a tsetse fly. Trumpeter in, that's from Africa. Melange is like a mix or something. Slant could be a skew. 1,000 or 2,000, but not 0. Don't know. Yes, no question, maybe. Oreos have double stuff. Ella Fitzgerald. Taboo would be unacceptable. Hyundai Sonata. Not PC, maybe. Reporters coups. Scoops. It's like good. Coup as in like good for them. So you get a good scoop. Attach as a patch. Something on. Iron on. Aardvarks are anteaters. Blue Jays are from Toronto. The Fed, non-PC, so because the Fed is a central bank. Sick, maybe. And then this could be sink. That's one letter different. Oh, MN looks bad. Sack, maybe. That also looks bad. Well, we'll come back to that. On the win. Something the win. Switch ups. Ons, like on is up on a switch, like a light switch. Place to get out of. Gotta get out of Dodge, that's a phrase, believe it or not. Ballooned grew. I guess Marco Polo went east. Aura in Spanish is hour. Can we talk? Don't something? Wires for thrill seekers. Tight ropes, maybe? No, that obviously doesn't fit. ABBA is palindromic. Same words as back. If you drop this, you'll trip. Drop a tab and you'll trip, like a tap of acid. Oh, but this should be in, so maybe I was thinking, get my head out of the gutter. Come together. And apple a day keeps you from getting sick. Dio? That's not a JoJo reference. Mexica people ruled over them, the Aztec maybe? Are not, are to, am to, something like that. Let loose, unleash. Zip lines. Atomic weight or something. Ian Fleming, so this would be like Ian's plural. Apogees, that's a point in the orbit. Gung ho. Don't go there. Don't talk about that. It's probably like sick to well, like it's probably something like that. German autos. Brand of bubbly. Aer Lingus, that's an airline. General Tso's chicken. Dunk. Acer, Taiwan-based. That's classic crossword knowledge. Andrea, don't know. Madame Tussauds is a wax museum. They make like wax statues. Rocks or diamonds, ice. Those are both nicknames. Judge Goodman. Xeno, like xenomorph and alien is the alien. Maybe Len or something. Houston Astros. Could be like Wilt. Could be like Welt and then well. I don't feel confident enough on that. The church bell sound. Okay, let's look at some downs. Eli Whitney, inventor of the cotton gin. The whole enchilada, maybe just all. 1,000 or 2,000 were years. Maybe, don't know. Appeal, the bells can peel. Coalesce means come together. Oh, you dropped acid. Okay, I was on the right tab, or on the right page. Dakar, I think, is the capital of Senegal. Ecru is a shade. It's like a beige color. Dunk could be submerge, but don't think that works. Okay. Not book smart could be unread, like you haven't read a lot of books. Gold standards. Blue and white eagle. Don't know. Keep a child in this. Busy mom. I guess Cleveland might be on Lake Erie. Out to win. Chicken soup. US mail. And then postal. HMS Pinafore, sure. Like a ship. Really bothered. 8 at. And then keep a child in tow. And then Andrea Doria, sure. It might be like submerse. Carrots is a standard related to gold. And okay, so wilt, well. Um, so this has to be either welt or will, so it must be welt. Okay, because it's a word letter, only one letter can change. BMWs are a German car brand. Moët is a champagne brand. Oh gosh. Um, oh gosh. Nasty ending here. Okay. Let's look at this. You might see a rat at a subway station. Shout out to New York. So this must be silk. Emlio? Okay, Thomas is probably wrong. Melange. Oleo means a mix. Thomas, maybe Thos. Alhert. Toss. Ugh. That looks really bad, but it might be right. Honorees in French. Ellis Stanley Gardner? Jim Mola? STAs? Oh no. um, Thomas. So Olio, I think, is right. So I think it, Thomas Jefferson. Alhert. Um, any other names that might fit with this? Earl, maybe? Oh my gosh, thank God that was right. Um, that was almost really bad. Let's go ahead and admire the puzzle. So the theme of this puzzle was a word, essentially a word ladder. A word ladder is where you go from one word to another, you change one letter in between each, and each change is also a word. So you go from sick to silk by changing a C to an L. You go from silk to silt by K to T. Then you go to wilt, welt, and then well. Um, and then it had some extra theming around it with an apple a day keeps you from getting sick, and then chicken soup uh, helps you get well. The concept is totally fine. I've got no problem with that. I think in practice, it didn't work that well just because of how things were crossed. Um, I think the fact that the clues here were just part two of the word ladder meant that you got certain situations like this one where you have like essentially no clue with crossed with a name, or here no clue crossed with a name and then a name is above it and then an abbreviation is below it. Like that part is really bad, in my opinion, especially since like to me Jim Mora isn't like a super um, known name to me. I'm not familiar with it. And then Stanley Gardner, also not familiar with. Also, THOS as an abbreviation for Thomas, I've never seen that in my life, and it is not good, especially when crossed with Al Hurt, especially when that is also crossed with Silk, which does not have a clue because it's part of the theme. And then especially bad when Tsetse Fly is there. Like I'm very familiar with this because it shows up in crosswords all the time, because TSE and TSE are very common letters, but boy, is that an awful, awful area for beginner solvers. Also, it, ideal is not good. Like there's a lot of nasty stuff in here. And I I think the main issue is like because a lot of this nasty stuff is directly crossing or like surrounding theme words, um, I think that makes things a lot worse than they would be otherwise. Also, Keystone Cop, like what is that? Like there's just so much nasty stuff in here the more I look at it. Um, Even though I did solve this below average, so the salt quotient is actually zero, because as you see, like I actually beat my average by a fair amount. I have to say this is a really nasty puzzle, and I'm gonna give it like a 2.5 out of 10. Like there's just so much grossness in here. Like what is MCI? Like come on. Anyway, that's it for this puzzle. We did solve it in below our average essentially. So we'll see you in the next one.